Time to hear his junk. It's Jay's Jewels on Virgin.
Well, a lot's been said in the last week about censorship in Canada. It's been a hot topic in the radio business, and I think it's something that has translated beyond radio people, beyond music lovers. Came to head last week when we learned the Canadian Broadcast Standards Council, in all their infinite wisdom, banned the 25-year-old Money For Nothin from our airwaves. Because of the verse which contains the word faggot, we're not allowed to play the song anymore unless we edit the word out. Seems everyone is upset with this. A radio station out east actually played the song over and over and over again for a few hours with the support of its listeners and at least one or two homosexual activist groups. Yes, they supported it. I honestly don't think I can really add anything to the topic, which hasn't been said already. I can tell you that censorship runs rampant in this country. The CBSC considers that the word f*** cannot be broadcast between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. After 9, the word can be broadcast if there are suitable viewer advisories. Canadian radio hosts generally not permitted to use swear words on the air. Satellite radio, they can get away with it, but even CBC Radio 3, which is satellite radio, for example, normally refers to the band Holy F*** on air as Holy F. I'm reminded of George Carlin's 7 words you can never say on television. It was generally accepted by radio programmers that you also can't say them on radio. That list was first penned in 1972, so it's been adjusted over the years, but here it is. Shit, piss, fuck, sucker, motherfucker, tits. I'm pretty sure I can now easily say 3 of those words without getting a spanking, but our boss took some heat last week for some other things we said on air, and out of respect for him, I'll err on the side of caution till this all blows over.
So nice.
But the fact I even have to think about letting this blow over really gets my goat. And I love swearing.
I shouldn't have so nice.
It's awesome. I get this stuff is generally deemed offensive, but it doesn't offend me, and I'm guessing it doesn't offend a lot of you. Out at a restaurant or at the Walmart, I'm not going to do that out of respect for the person sitting or shopping next to me. I have a filter. And being in radio, I generally have good control over said filter. Others
queen.
do not. At Future Shop last week, I was standing next to a woman who told her husband, not under her voice at all, by the way, she said, "They're not down that aisle. I asked the guy, but he's a nerd." She clearly doesn't have a filter, and she's pretty ignorant. Do I want to be standing next to her, hearing her talk like that? Actually, it was quite amusing, so I have no problem with it. But should the government tell her not to say it? No. So why should they be telling me? Because I have a microphone and more people might be listening? If you're offended by something I say or something you hear on the CBC or one of the other rock stations in town, change the channel to something Disney related. Remember, though, going back a few years, a lot of that Disney shit was pretty racist, and they still showed at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. You're your own boss. Change the channel if you don't like what you're hearing. At the end of the day, they're just words, and really, who the does that harm?
The Gonzo Show with Kaz and Jay.